This is the exhibition for the independent studio program that we have here. It's a one-year program after students finish their diploma. So they work from September to April on a body of work. And this year we have Maureen and Irma graduating. And so one of the interesting things about a show like this is you have two artists whose work wasn't necessarily designed to show together. It just happened they're the two people in the show. So we're trying to come up with the title, and the title is Structures, Interior and Exterior. And we came up with that title because Irma's work, it's based on the Ring Cycle by Wagner. The text, not so much the music, but she always goes back to the text and the mythological story. And so, life and death, and always working with these oppositions. So this is really kind of this interior struggle. And so you could see in her work, she uses a lot of the gesture as well as the rational marks. Like you see ruler lines and things like that. And it was interesting when she first started 2 years ago, she's done the program twice, she had a lot of actual figures, and she would take collages from figure drawing classes and stick them right on. And I talked to her about, you think about how opera uses metaphor, and you could use metaphor in painting, so maybe you don't need the figures, maybe you can just talk about this kind of emotional space that's created with painting. So that's kind of what she's been working through. It's been really exciting to see how she worked from the very literal translation of Wagner to this more sort of expressionistic, really painterly expression of so many emotions. And then Maureen's work was inspired by, she originally started to think about music, and it was just very general. And one of the things we try and do is get people to sort of hone in on something more particular. So then she started to think about sounds, and then she came across this idea of working with communication towers. So it's this idea of the exterior structures. So she's done all these paintings of communication towers that she's got from images online or actual photographs she's taken. So first of all, it's interesting to see the juxtaposition of the two, like this kind of irrational painting with this really formal, more linear approach. So her idea, we kept refining it to that it just had this one element, and there was sort of something really beautiful about how communication is so complex. And then in her paintings, she's just, not only she had taken just this one idea of a communication tower, but then she narrowed it down just to one particular section of it. And she has two different works where first she started more with general architectural structure, and then we encourage her just to keep narrowing it down. That's what the program really is to keep, focus on your work and have like one really clear, strong idea. So I think seeing the two juxtapose, each one highlights the contrast in the other.